Hey everybody, we're going to try to keep this quick again. Two questions I picked. Not the most difficult questions, but I think they sometimes look like the most difficult questions. That's why I picked these two. From the combo rules questions, I picked number 2 and number 10. So as number 2, you have x to the exponent 4 and then to the exponent negative 3. Remember that means multiply, so times 2x to the exponent 4. So first thing I want to say right off the bat is the 2 is not to the exponent 4. If it was, it would look like this. That means 2 and x are both the exponent 4. This just means that's the exponent 4. Okay. So with this, remember, you should always try to kind of follow your bedmass rules from before. Okay. So if there's any brackets, exponents, do that first. So I see some exponents of an exponent. Right. So do that before I do any multiplying. Right. Don't do multiplying before the exponents. So that means I have to do power over power, which means I have to multiply those. So negative 3 times 4 is going to give you negative 12. And then I'm going to change it to a multiplication like this, just because that's the way I like to write it. Okay, and then from here, you have x to the exponent negative 12 times 2x to the exponent 4. If you want, you can put a 1 in front of the x, so make it helpful to remember that you're doing 1 times 2. Just multiply the coefficients. Now, some people say, oh, we have a negative exponent here. We should flip it and make it 1 over x to the exponent 12. No. Finish all your exponent laws first, and then at the end, if you need to convert it to simplest terms, then you work with the negatives. But until then, just do your exponent laws. So your next is you have x to the exponent negative 12 times x to the exponent 4. So that's product rule, so it means you have to add. That will give you x to the exponent negative 8. Now, depending on when this video is filmed, if you wanted to simplify that, it would look like this. If this doesn't make any sense to you yet, then that's fine. This is perfectly acceptable right here. Okay, and number 10, I have 2m to the negative 4 divided by 2m to the negative 4 brackets to the exponent 3. So this whole thing is going to be the exponent 3. So again, follow your exponent rules, right? Is there anything in brackets? Yeah, but there's nothing really to solve. So move on to the exponents. I have an exponent of exponent. Let's deal with that. Don't worry about the negative exponents yet. Again, just do your exponent rules first. So the exponent of exponent says I have to multiply those. So negative 4 times 3 is going to give me negative 12. Now, one other thing is, just like I did the example up here, see how this 2 and the x are both to the exponent 4? That means they both get the exponent. And down here, again, the 2 is also going to get that exponent 3. So that becomes 2 to the exponent 3. Okay. Now I have 2 to the exponent, let's call that 1 maybe. Right? 2 to the exponent 1 and 2 to the exponent 2 are the same thing. So now it's set up, right? I have that divided by that divided by that. I have the coefficients, the variables lined up. This is just do the quotient rule now, because they're being divided. So 1 subtract 3 is negative 2. And then negative 4 minus negative 12. Be careful with that one. It's minus 4. And then because it's the quotient rule, you have to divide. So you subtract the exponent, and the exponent is negative 12. So what happens there is 2 negatives make a positive. You have that, which ends up being 8. Positive 8 instead of negative 8. So you have m to the 8. And again, this is a perfectly fine answer here. If you do, depending on when this video is put up, right, if you want to simplify that, you can do that as well. All of those are fine. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out on Edsby, and I will answer more questions if need be.